Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a Christmas journal, or you could use it as a daily journal in December daily. Here's some of the supplies that I'm going to be using, and if you like, um, maybe you can, craft along with me. So I'm going to be using two different types of fabric. It's kind of light. It's a quilted piece. I thought that'd be really pretty for the front. And then I have this, don't ask me what kind of material it is, but it's nice and shiny and it has black and red in it, but it does fray really, really bad. So I'm going to use those two. And then I'm going to use, this is called, it's called the North Pole Gazette. And I got this last year at Michael's. And they were on sale. And that's the only time I buy the scrapbooking paper. They were $5.99. So I don't know if this is still available this year or not. But I went on their website the other day. And all of their paper pads were $19.99 and higher. So they really have some nice paper in it, different. I like the black. In a way, it's kind of a little bit more masculine, but then it's not. So just something different. And it's kind of like outdoorsy with the plaid and the reindeers and the Christmas tree. So I'm going to use that. I'm also going to be covering a manila envelope. And some of the other supplies I grabbed, just a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to use it all, but I got tons of paper. So I'm going to use cardboard because I'm going to actually put a little cardboard spine on this. And so I need some cardboard. I got some paper. I got some printables. I have some of my my gingerbread paper that I made last year. And I did sell it on my Etsy shop last year. I don't know if I'm going to make more because I have to make one individual sheet at a time. I don't know. And this is gingerbread paper, and it's made with food coloring. And that also, you make them one sheet at a time. It's really time consuming. I got some coffee dyed. It might be tea dye. I think these are tea dyed, and I have coffee dyed index cards and tags. And I have some vintage Christmas music that I coffee dyed. And I have some coffee dyed paper. Lots of sheets of coffee dyed paper. I have some vintage dictionary sheets. I have some book pages from children's Christmas books. Thought that was really cute. I have some vintage Christmas cards because I like everything vintage. Some coloring pages. I got a lot of junk. I got some buttons, a plastic bag, some enamel shaped stickers. I bought this last year on clearance from Target. Little wooden trees, little stars, mittens, and wreaths. And I got some chipboard, which goes with the color, the black, the red, and the green, and gold. There's another vintage Christmas card. This is something I made last year. It's just some chipboard. And see if you can see it. And it's just, I think I used a vintage, cut out a little piece of a vintage Christmas card. It's the snow and trees. And then this was chipboard, and I just painted it black. And then I put some of Tim Holtz Distress crinkle paint on it, and I made a little bird. So that's, I think, a little cute little window. Then I've got some vintage stuff here, and some dollar store doilies, more Christmas paper. So also I have, this is wired ribbon, plaid, goes with this. I have some sheer green, red ribbon, some pom-pom balls. I love my pom-pom balls. And just a little piece of fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Some trim. That'll be cute. Some velvet. Oh, and this is velvet ribbon. This is vintage. And this is some black and white, I guess you call it eyelash, that I got from a flea market. And I have some black binding tape that I'll probably use as the tie on the book. So, I'm going to, like I said, you can make the manila envelope and you can cover it. Let me get my little fabric here. You could cover it, and then, you know, when you fold it, it'll be a nice kind of rounded spine. But I'm going to cut some cardboard and glue it on here. And I'm going to make us, I'll show you because I have one that I already started. This is a quilt that I found in the thrift store, and it's cross stitch. So it's the same manila envelope, and I covered the inside, but as you can see, I put the spine right here, so when you close it, it has more of a hard square spine instead of the rounded. You could do it either way, but if I was going to just use it like this for the soft rounded, I would probably put some tie back. I think it's called tie back here on the back, like maybe 3 inches, and then 3 inches on the front, just to give it some stability so it can hold the signatures. I think I'm going to make 2 signatures, and it's a regular size manila envelope. It is, let's see, 9 inches by 12. Now I just took a little bit, I folded it down a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch, only because I cut my fabric a little bit too small, and I had to climb underneath my sewing table and move all my boxes and books out and supplies to grab this material to cut, and then I had to put everything back, so I didn't feel like crawling back underneath there. So, but it's big enough now because I just took like 1/4 of an inch off of it. And what I usually do, you don't have to, but I just do it. I just go inside and just put a little bit of glue so it won't buckle, like that. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. And then, of course, I take the paper off. I like the kind with the sticky paper on it, and not that little, the kind of manila envelopes that have the little, like these things, the little metal pieces, because usually I have to pull them off, and usually I tear the paper. So I just buy the pre-stick kind. And then just put some glue on it. Don't need a lot, because I am going to sew it, and I'm just going to press it down. And let's see, then I'm going to take this cardboard, and I've already measured, do the length of the envelope right here, and I measured out 1.5 inches. I don't want the spine to be too thick, because I'm only putting 2 signatures in there. And this, I can't talk today. Take your ruler and just measure where your markings are. Ooh. It's not real thick cardboard either. I didn't want anything too thick because you have a very thin envelope you're covering, so. And then I just take the envelope and I just find my center. do a little pinch here so I know where my center is, and then I'm just going to glue. This is a little bit crooked. And let's see, what kind of glue am I going to use? I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. So, make sure you get all the edges. And there's your center right here. So we're going to center the cardboard on there. Just press it down. Give it a few minutes to dry. And then, like I said, I'm going to cover the front, but I think I'm going to do the inside first, cover that, and then I'm going to put the quilting on last, I think. Because the other fabric is very, very thin, and it's very, it frays really bad. So let's see. Let's cut out a piece. Oh, I don't know which. I like this side, but I also like the other side too. I think I like the darker. Oh, that's pretty. I guess that's the front. I'm not sure, because this is pretty, and so is this. I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take with the black triangles or whatever they are. And I'm just going to lay it out, and I'm going to measure. And just give me about, like, I'll probably leave about ½ an inch so I can glue it. And you know, I don't measure anything, I just eyeball everything. You don't have to concern yourself about being real straight, because you won't see the part that you glue. That'll be covered up. Alright, get rid of that. So this is, let's see, we're going to cover it like this. Ooh, it frays so bad. I'm just going to flip it over. Cut this off. Alright, I'll take this piece off right here. And now I'm going to use some of the art glitter glue. I don't want anything too heavy. And also I'm just going to glue the edge here. Because if I glue the other side, you'll have glue spots, and I don't want that. I need some more. Like that. And some more glue in here. And don't pull it too tight, because if you pull it too tight, it'll buckle on the other side. turn it over and let's see. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Now we got to get the ends in. I'm going to take a little bit off the corners right here so it won't be too thick with fabric to glue. And take this little extra off here because this isn't glued, so I'll get rid of that. And then we're going to glue over here. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, it frays so bad. Try to get a real nice, neat corner. We're going to fold that. Take a little bit more off of here. Then we're going to fold it a little bit because of the fraying. I like this material, but it frays really bad. And so you got nice corners. Oops, I'm out of frame. You have the nice corners. Now, if, like I said, I'm not putting a lot of glue on it because I'm going to be sewing it. If you don't have a sewing machine, I would suggest using Fabri-Tac. Something a little bit heavier because you won't be, you know, sewing it. So, all right, let's get this side. This is the way I always do it, but you know, I always do the inside first and then I do the outside, cover the outside on my journals. But there's no right, there's no wrong way. You know, if you do it the opposite, that's fine. Let's get some of these strings. That's my timer on my camera. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I always set a timer so I don't get involved in filming and then forget that my camera's not running. So, and like I said, I'm going to do, you know, several parts. Part one, at least 3 parts, because I figured the first one would be covering the folder. Get all these pieces of thread. First part is covering the folder. Second part will be sewing around and choosing our signatures. And then the last would be decorating. So this, let's see. I don't know if I want to. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this now. Because of the quilting, I don't want it to be too thick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go around and make it, glue this and make an edge. And then I think I'm going to put it here like that, right? So that'll be glued, and you won't see any of the this underneath. And then just do that all the way around, fold it, then glue it on. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have to take some of this off. It's a little bit too big. Just a little bit. Make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to turn the ends under and then glue. So you just put a line of glue. Not a lot, because like I said, I will be sewing. Just enough to hold it, tack it into place. Let me see, am I in frame? Yes, I am. And let me turn it over like this. See how that works. Because with the batting underneath, it's hard for me to, like, I would just probably do a raw edge and just sew the front part, but because this is not sticking, because of the batting, you would see the white batting, and I don't want to see that. A little bit more. Okay. If it doesn't stick, then I'm going to have to use Fabri-Tac. It does not want to stick. All right, it's not sticking. Plan B, I mean. Let's put a little bit of this. But I don't want too much because I'm going to be sewing on the edge, so. Yeah, that's better. Oh, perfect. Now, like when I put it down here, see, it'll be a nice edge. And then I can just put just a little bit of glue, you know, here and there, just to tack it. So when I go to sew it, that'll work. All right, let me do the other side. I'm just going to take a little bit of this off so it won't be so thick. And I'm just going to glue this down. I was cleaning up my garden today. I got out there real early because it's supposed to rain here, and tomorrow we're supposed to get down in the night to 25. So I had to clean up, you know, all of the dead tomato plants and all my flowers, annuals that had to be pulled up. So I was doing that this morning. And I miss summer. I do not like winter anymore. I like Christmas, but I don't like winter. So there, so you can fit right there. Right, okay, oh, that's working out. And then all I have to do is cut a little bit off of this and fold that. Yep, that's working for me. And like I said, hopefully I can finish this by Sunday, and I'll put it in my Etsy store. I do have lots of other Christmas journals, and they are on sale. I put them on sale for the whole month of November. So if you're interested, check out my Etsy shop. It's capital M, capital A, RTIE. Islife. So it's M Art is Life. So, and then hopefully I'll get this journal. This is going to be, I think I'm going to do all shabby chic, a lot of laces. And yeah, I love that. I just found this quilt in the thrift store. I was just, oh, I was so happy. Because I haven't found a quilt I've been looking for the last year, and every time I go, they didn't have it. And I love cross stitch. I used to do this when I was a kid. So I love that. Oh, and I got a new toy. I bought Tim Holtz, the Tiny Attacher, and I got it today, so I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it in this journal, but come on. That's all the staples you get? For real? Anyway, let me finish this. A little bit more off. It's a little bit too wide. You just have to make sure that, you know, it fits. So don't cut it too short. I'm just going to mark it right here. So I know where to glue it. Just put a line of glue like that. I'm going to check and make sure that it's not too big. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll work. Maybe. Cut off a little bit of the corner so it won't be too thick. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Now just put a little marking here so you know where to glue and fold. Just going to take a smidge off, not too much. Because I don't want to make it too thick when I sew. And let me take the corner off of this. And put some glue. Let's check it. See if it fits. Yep. Yep, I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. A little bit off of here, just a little corner, just a little triangle take off. And also on this side. Okay. Cool. So this is the back, well, the inside, and this is the front of the cover. And we're not going to put a lot of glue on it because I am going to sew. But like I said, if you don't have a sewing machine, or you don't like to sew, then you're just going to have to glue it. Use a good glue and that'll work also. Ooh, strings, strings, strings. Okay. Now I'm wondering if I should, oh, maybe, put this in between. Let's see. See how that looks before I glue it. Oh, yeah, maybe. I like that. On both sides, like right here. Let me see. Well, that looks kind of cute. Or put it on top. Would that look cuter? I'm not sure. I think on top. Oh, I like that. Okay. Let's start gluing. And I'm not going to glue like real close to the edge because that's where I'll be sewing. Just enough so I can hold it on there without it moving when I'm sewing. I might put just a little, just a light, because the glue bleeds through a lot of the time, so. I'm going to put this like that. Woo! Get this in frame. Uh-oh. Almost got glue on it. Did get a little bit of glue on it. Alright, let's see. Not bad. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Once I get some stitching on it. Yep, not bad, not bad, not bad. And I do like the black pom-pom balls. I think they really look cute on the outside. But I also have, I don't think this, maybe not, I don't know. This might look cute also. No, I think the black looks really good. Okay. But I want that when I close it like that. Ooh. More Butterfingers tonight. Oh yeah. I think that looks really cute. Which it matches the inside with the black in the fabric here. Or, okay, how about at the top? That would look really cute. Oh, I like that. And then it dangles from, let's see, the top. And it could be at the bottom too, hanging. I have to think about this. Kind of like it at the top and the bottom. let's see. But then I think it would need something here, but I don't know. I like the top and the bottom. I think that's where I'm going to put the trim. Hopefully I have enough, because this is all that I have of the black pom-pom trim. So, let's see. I put it here. I do like it at the top better than the sides. And then I would need, yeah, I have enough, just enough. Okay, I have decided to put the pom-pom edging down at the bottom. And, okay, I have been having a terrible time trying to film this. There's something wrong with my card. It keeps saying that the memory is full. I don't know, so I found another card, so hopefully this will film. What I had decided to do is I'm going to take the pom-pom balls at the bottom and at the top here. Okay, and then I'm going to sew around, but because I'm putting the trim at the top and bottom, I'm just going to do a straight stitch here, and then on the side I think I'm going to do like a fancy stitch, but I'm also thinking about putting something right in between the two layers, but I don't know, so I think I'm going to try dyeing some of my white trim, because I don't have any more black trim. And I think something small, nothing, because you have the big pom-pom balls at the top and the bottom. And then I think that'll really look nice. And then I have to figure out what I have to put on the... Now, I do like this little window, but it's blue and it's dark brown window. But that looks kind of cute, though. I don't know. I'll decide. So my next video, it'll be sewing the trim and sewing the two pieces together and picking out my signatures. All right. Till next time.